Standing behind me is an abandoned house from the 1970s. The walls are plastered with graffiti and the windows are boarded up. To top it all off, there's an asbestos contamination. But most of all, it's 50 feet away from an active secondary school. But it wasn't always like this. By the early 1900s, David James had sold this property to his son, Carl Razor James. By 1920, Carl R. James had built a new house and raised Holstein cattle. By 1937, the family had retired to Unionville and sold the property to Gordon C. Leach. Gordon C. Leach was a prominent Canadian shipping and wheat distributor who was also responsible for the oilseed mills found on the lakeshore in downtown Toronto. In 1937, Gordon C. Leach was introduced to veterinary researcher E. Randall Bowness. E. Randall Bowness that same year was hired at Master Feeds, Gordon C. Leach's secondary company, but then was positioned at Leitchcroft Experimental Farm. The Leitchcroft Experimental Farm was originally located north of Highway 7, but then was expanded down to here. Master Feeds wanted to increase pelt production, which involved mass-producing livestock for fur-bearing creatures. Many different breeds of mink and foxes were bred on the farm, mostly because of their highly desirable fur. This became problematic to researchers, since these animals did not do well in captivity. Solitary creatures by nature, minks react violently in close quarters, going as far as cutting through quarter-inch thick steel just to slaughter each other. Then there is their ill-equipped immune system that does not do well around other animals. During the first few stages of the farm, most of the minks died from communicable diseases. However, one of the greatest achievements at Leitchcroft Experimental Farm was the invention of the sprayable distemper vaccine. The distemper virus was a deadly virus that would wipe out entire ranches upon making contact. Dr. John Crawley was the first to invent the distemper vaccine. When creating a vaccine, the goal is to inactivate the virus where there is a severe immune reaction, while not infecting the host. By drilling holes in the eggs, the researchers injected the vaccine into the outer layer of the membrane, and after many repetitions, the virus was tamed. The first trials took place at Leitchcroft and 5 other carefully selected farms. During the trials, the minks were separated into 5 different groups. The vaccine was given to the minks via hypodermic injection or through eye drops. When the minks were reintroduced to the virus, they were immune. A year later, Dr. John Crawley decided to take the vaccine to the next level. He asked the researchers at Leitchcroft to provide mink for the first trials of the sprayable version of the vaccine. This would greatly decrease the costs of the vaccine. The researchers agreed, and the vaccine tests proved positive. This breakthrough would have put Leitchcroft on the map. But after health and safety concerns were brought up by the government, the idea was scrapped. E. Randall Bowness and his workers went to work for Master Feeds until the 1970s, where Dr. Bowness retired. And that brings us back to today, where the house has been left practically untouched since the City of Toronto bought the property to build a water reservoir underneath. Many plans have been pitched for the site, but all have been denied. As of 2014, the house has been marked as a designated historic site, and so for now, the house will be left just as it is for many years to come.